guys, it's the Cubicle Chick coming to you live from the Cubicle Chick TV and thecubiclechick.com. And today I wanted to do a video about what would you tell your younger self if you could. Like if you could go and talk to your younger self, what would you tell yourself? The reason why I ask this is I've been thinking about this a lot. My son just graduated from high school, my 18-year-old. And when I tell people that I have an 18-year-old, one of the first things that people do is they kind of like look at me like, really? You have an 18-year-old? And then you kind of see in their eyes them trying to calculate my age and determine like, how did this happen and stuff like that. And I kind of get a kick out of it, but it also got me to thinking like, you know, the decisions that I made, you know, back in my younger life are still, you know, affecting me now. The story behind that is basically I got pregnant when I was 17 and had my son when I was 18. It was a hard road and it was a hard time and it was some hard life lessons with that. But I mean, he's 18 now. He's graduated from high school. He's going to be going to college in the fall and he's going to be pursuing an acting career. So, I mean, we came out of all of that on a positive note, and he is an adult now and he's moving on to his life this fall, his life as an adult. And so it had a good ending. But I wonder, you know, what if I hadn't made those type of decisions that I made when I was younger? How would my life be different? Now, of course, I by no means would ever take away not having my son. I would never, you know, not have my son, even though it was hard and I was young. I love that boy to death. So I don't know if I would exactly change having him. Of course, I wouldn't have probably had him at 18 years old. I mean, I was just way, way, way too young, and I didn't get to do a lot of things, and I didn't get to experience a lot of things that people do at that age because I became a mom. And I've told a couple of my friends, I've been a mom almost longer than I've been anything else. I'm 36 years old. So almost half of my life I've been a mom. That's all I know. So I actually posed this question to Twitter and to my Facebook feed and basically asked everybody, if you could talk to your younger self, what would you say to your younger self? And I got a slew of answers back from people on Twitter. So I got an answer back from Garrick S., who is one of my Twitter followers, and I also follow him on Twitter. He said he would tell his younger self to pay your credit card bills off every month and save three times more than what he did when he was younger. BD Trucker 00 on Twitter said, I teach myself to manage money better. Live life to the fullest because there's a tomorrow and it ain't pretty. So that's what he said about that. My friend Deanne Lee 5 on Twitter said that she would tell her younger self that sex before 20 years old is a waste of time and you'll never know what guys are really thinking or feeling, which I am so with you on that. TBP on Twitter said she would tell her younger self that you got this. So I like that. And Shercole on Twitter said, live a little, things will change, and you got to deal with the fact that plans don't always go accordingly. And here, I'm a testament to that. So, you know, a lot of people were just sharing what they would tell their younger selves. And I would obviously tell my younger self, wait before you become a mom. Be careful of the decisions that you make. Don't just listen to any old guy who says, hey, I love you and I want to have a baby with you. Doesn't mean that I have to have a baby with him. I would tell my younger self, don't do it, don't do it. I'd also tell my younger self that you are loved. Because when I was young, I was searching for love in all the wrong places. I didn't feel love. And my family, looking back on it, my family showed me nothing but love. But for some reason, I felt like I wasn't loved enough. So I searched for love, you know, in all the wrong places, with friends, with men, with guys. I thought I was going to find love there, and of course I didn't. So that's what I would tell my younger self, that you are loved. And I look back and I look at all the patience and the love and the kindness that my family showed me that I had no idea until, you know, I got older. And now I see, yeah, you know, your family loved you and they still love you. So that's what I would tell my younger self. Oprah Winfrey, in her magazine a few months ago, wrote a letter to her younger self, basically saying, you know, if she knew what she knows now, she would tell her younger self certain things. So I think a lot of people are kind of going back and reassessing their lives and saying what they would do, differently. And it's not that you don't like your life now and, you're not worthy of the life that you're living now. It's all about growth, and it's all about the decisions that we make when we're younger obviously affect us when we're older. And so when hindsight is 2020, you don't know. So anyway, I'm going to pose the question to you. What would you tell your younger self if you could? If you could, go back in time and freeze frame it, and with all the intellect and wisdom that you have now, what would you go back and tell your younger self? You can leave a comment here under this video. You can leave a comment on my blog, www.thecubiclechick.com. I'm looking forward to seeing all of your feedback and all the things that you would tell your younger self. So talk to you later.